Hi everyone, welcome to the lesson. This is Miracle Anderson from the Keys, and this video will be our part two of the music theory series, and our topic for today is piano intervals. Okay, so what exactly is an interval? An interval is basically the distance between two notes, two or more notes. Okay, their distance. For example, the distance between C to D is interval. It's an interval. The distance between C to E, another interval. C to D sharp or E flat is another interval. C to another C is another interval. D to F. So interval is basically distance between two or more notes. Alright, so there are different types of intervals. We have the minor second, the major second, the minor third, the major third, the perfect fourth, blah 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 blah, down to perfect octave, which is the highest. Okay, so let's start from the first one. What is the first interval is minor second, and this interval is the smallest interval in music. So it has one semitone. What is a semitone? It's just one note. Okay, so we have two types of tones: semitones and tones. Or in some books we see them as half note or whole note. That is H and W. While in some music theory is S and T. So the S is semitones, while the T is tones. So semitones mean one note, while tones means two. So from C to C sharp or D flat is a semitone or half note. That is, there's literally no notes in between them. Okay, they are just tight. It's a tight space, so you can see from C to C sharp or to D flat, there's no note in between them. But from C to D, there is one note in between them. So from C to D is a whole note or tone. Okay, so from E to F is a semitone. There is no note in between them. But from E to F sharp or G flat is a whole note or tone, because there's F in between. So minor second interval is literally when you have two notes and there is no note in between them. That is the simpler way to explain it. So we have C, C sharp, D, D sharp, F, I'm sorry, E to F, then F to F sharp, G, F sharp to G, G sharp to A, and so on. The second one is the major second. Now, the major second interval is when we have one note in between two notes. Okay, so we have C and D. We have C sharp in between these two notes. So that's the meaning of a major second. So you have 1 2. So that is why here it's written two semitones. So one semitone, another semitone. So you have C sharp and D. So from E flat or D sharp to F is a major second, because we have E in between them, or we have two notes away from this, from D sharp or E flat. So that is what a major second mean. Then minor third has three semitones. Okay, so let's use E for example. So if you want to know the minor third interval from E, you will count three notes away from E. So you have one, that's 1 F, 2 F sharp, 3 G. So from E to G is a minor third interval. This interval is mostly found is one of the um, the pillar um, of minor chords. Okay, like if you want to form a minor chord, let's say C minor chord, so you first of all count 3 notes away from C. So you have 1, 2, 3. That is why E flat is in the minor chord. That is E flat is a note in C minor chord. Okay, so the next interval is major third. So major third interval has 4 semitones. So from G, a major third interval will be, so you count 4 notes away from G. So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So from G to B is a major third interval. From C to E, because we have 4 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 notes. So from C to E is a major third interval. Alright, the next interval is a perfect fourth. A perfect fourth has 4 semitones. So let's look at C. So when you count 5 semitones from C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the distance between C to F is a perfect fourth interval. So from F also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from F to B flat or A sharp is a perfect fourth interval. So the next interval is a tritone. A tritone has 6 semitones. So from if let's use a black note now, for example, let's say F sharp. So 6 notes from F sharp, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from F sharp to C is a tritone interval. Okay, so from G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So from G to D flat or C sharp is a tritone interval. So the next interval is a perfect fifth. So using A now as an example, a perfect fifth has 7 semitones. So we count 7 notes away from A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from E to A is a perfect fifth. Okay, let's look at the next one, minor sixth. Minor 6 has 8 semitones. So let's look at B. So you count 8 away from B. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the distance from B to G is a minor 6 interval. Right. So we have the next one is the major 6 interval. Major 6 interval has 9 semitones. So let's use D. So you count 9 notes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from D to B is a major 6 interval. So minor 7th interval has 10 semitones. So from C you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from C to B flat or A sharp is a minor 7th intervals. There are 10 notes in between them. The next interval is a major 7th. Major 7th has 11 semitones. Okay, so let's count. Let's use E flat for example, or D sharp. So 11 semitones is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So from E to D is a major 7 interval. Okay, so the last interval is a perfect octave. So a perfect octave is basically 12 semitones. So let's count. Let's use C as an example. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this from C to C is a perfect octave. So that's to say that from the same note to another same note in a higher octave is a perfect octave. Alright, thanks for watching. That is what an interval basically is. So an interval is one of the basic building blocks of music. So if you want to understand chord formation very well, you should be very good with piano intervals. Thanks for watching. See you soon in the next video.